Welcome to CarSceneKorea. I introduce newly released Genesis, Hyundai and Kia cars and some other brands. As you saw from the thumbnail, the cars I have behind me today is the new Atlas, and it is the first time that Korea is getting Atlas. And as you saw from the thumbnail, I will be meeting Atlas in person and give you a comparison to that of the competitor Hyundai Palisade. Whenever I get the chance, I definitely want to check out the import cars and also give you a comparison to that of the Korean domestic models, because that's where my profession lies. And honestly speaking, this is precisely the reason why I focus on Korean cars, Genesis, Hyundai and Kia cars, because I mean, you guys already had this car years ago, but it is the first debut here in Korea today. That is May 26th. And that's where I saw the opportunity for me to introduce you and share with you one of the first and fastest English review ever on Korean cars in the world of YouTube, which many of my videos are in fact. But it is also really important for me to check out other import cars and other brands as well. Therefore, I can actually feel and see where the competition lies. Once again, this Atlas, as we all know, is actually bigger than Touareg, the flagship SUV of Volkswagen. However, exterior size-wise, this car Atlas is actually bigger than Touareg. Once again, I will show you all about it up close, and let's go meet the car. And I will also soon be coming up with a test drive with the Atlas together with my wife Duma, so meet me over there. And by the way, isn't it just a beautiful and gorgeous place we have here? So this is really close to the Incheon International Airport. So if you are ever nearby, definitely do pay a visit here. It's really worth the time for you to check the place out. Just look at that building. I think it's called Chroma. And also, wow. I mean, I did take the photo shoot all the way from the street over there. Of course, zoomed it in. Well, this place is massive. Volkswagen Das Auto. Let me give you the close-up shots and the color of the Atlas before I lose the sun. Just so you know, illuminating emblem, the latest one from Volkswagen. All the models that Volkswagen Korea brought is the R line for Korean market. So under the hood and bonnet is a 2.0 turbo engine. The Atlas brought to Korea are either 6-seater or 7-seater, which this car is. So the 7-seater is composed of the bench seat in the middle. The 6-seater has the captain seats, 2 seats in the second row seat. It's really direct and intuitive, as you can see. So you can simply tilt it and just look how tall that headrest is for the third row seat. And this one is really massive as well. I can easily fit inside, and it is, wow. I'm not exaggerating, it's really cozy. And let me lock the second row seat just like so. So it's not tilted backwards all the way. However, for the third row seat, this is actually amazing. The largest third row I've ever been in this segment, and the size of the car being, of course. So that right there, I will show you more close-up shots of what's under the hood. And I want to actually go inside, show you the unveil of the car as well. It's got the amber lights at the end of the headlights right there, meaning indicating that the car is actually made and brought from USA, because that is regulated by the law, right? The amber lights right there. And ironically, people in Korea actually modify their car and install this amber lights, while people in the United States actually want to do the amber light delete on some of those cars. So it seems like people always want to get what you cannot get in your market. Making its way to Korean market finally, and there are 2 different interior colors, which are Titan Black or Shetland Beige. I definitely want to go find the beige color. This is not it. It's the black one with the 3 rows. So are you it? Nope, this isn't my personal favorite color. I actually want to check out what the seat is like for the third row seat and the second row seat. So I actually do feel and notice that the thigh support will also slide forward when I tilt the seat back. So watch this. That meaning it will actually retract when this is tilted forward, as you just saw. There is the heated seats for the second row seat and C-type charging ports underneath, and I doubt that that will support up to 100 watts like the Palisade does. So like I told you, the video and the comparison here today will be to that of Hyundai Palisade. So the second row seats, honestly speaking, there is no rocket science to this. It is where it needs to be. Premium leather seats just like so. I really like that this is very intuitive and direct like so. If you see this red sticking out, it means the seat is not completely locked in. See? So it's visually telling that the seat is not safe to be driven around. So there is no motorized seat control. Unlike Palisades, you can unfold the seat using this lever just like so. You can either tilt like that in order to get into the third row seat, but when folded, it is completely and fully flat. Okay, so use this lever in order to tilt the second row seat for an easy entry to the third row seat, just like so. And it actually works either way. You can pull that or you can pull that like that. But if you want to fold the second row seat, use this lever and you can do this, meaning it's fully and completely flat. Use this lever in order to fully fold the seat like that. Wow. For the first time ever from Volkswagen, Atlas actually has got the Illuminated logo both on the front and the rear. So you'll see the VW Volkswagen logo super clear during the nighttime as well. And also the latest penetrating design language of the taillights and the DRLs and the front lights as well. And this chrome molding underneath actually does look really nice for this big size, full size SUV, at least for Korean market here. Well suited, fitted together with the chrome tips underneath, as well as this side markers. Don't forget about the 4Motion right there, all-wheel drive. All the Atlas we get here in Korea are the top of the line, full spec R line. So you will get everything loaded, and you can choose from the 7-seater, which this car is, with the 2+3+2 configuration, or the 6-seater with the 2+2+2. Again, this car is actually bigger than Touareg, provides more trunk space and luggage space on the second and third row seats, and even without the seats folded down, it still provides largest trunk space there is from Volkswagen family. So what's underneath is right there. The spare tires and safety features right there. The C-type charging ports on the left, 2 of them just like so for your luggage and screen cover. The AC vents on the third row seat just like so. I'll show you more about that when I get inside, when I sit inside. I can also see that you can store your luggage screen right there, right, when you're not using it. Power tailgate just like so, of course, and you can manually control the seats, trunk, excuse me, just like so as well. There is the tow hitch on the rear as well. That will allow the car to tow up to 2,268 kilograms. So certainly this car will deliver. Does remind me of that Volkswagen, good old V8 Volkswagen Touareg commercial. If you know, you know. The same thing, it's the black interior with the bench seat in the middle. This truly is the largest space that I've never ever have felt or gotten from any other cars nor competitors. This is what I mean, everybody. Just look at this. So let's go inside. So fitting inside like that. And oh, okay. So I notice that if you don't pull this up, this actually will touch against your back. I don't want to say that this is a good back support. This definitely needs to be raised for you to actually sit inside the third row seat. And look at this. My knees are barely touching, but this is the second row seat occupying all the space. So considering that, counting that in, this is a crazy amount of leg room I get on the third row seat. I can also tilt the third row seat But this is the maximum tilt I actually get on the third row seat, as you can see. And when the headrest is all raised, and this feels really comfy. And this is the AC vent that I told you about. Unfortunately, it doesn't rotate as much that it would actually deliver the AC to the second row seat, unfortunately. There are multiple size cup holders on the third row seat like so, and AC charging ports. I think that is a convenient place to store my smartphone, right over there, as well as somewhere over there as well. And I will definitely take this car to places as well, see what this feels like, how this car serves and delivers as a family SUV and the largest SUV from Volkswagen. I love that large size D-quarter glass as well, provides great amount of visibility out the car. This time, let me make an exit out this way. Okay, so the seat needed to slide out. Now I got a tremendous amount of space right here and such an easy entry in and out of the car for sure. I can also open the door up myself from the third row seat and easily get out like that. Amount of space we get from this Volkswagen Atlas. It's sinking down. It's nearly touching the driver's seat, as you can see. That is to utilize the maximum space possible. I mean, just look at the crazy amount of space you get to let yourself inside the third row seat, just like so. And with the third row seat upright, expect to see this much of space. So look at this, Volkswagen has gone above and beyond. It's like I can barely squeeze my finger how they maximized use of the space on this Atlas. Thumbs up. And what did I tell you about this red thing? It means it's not locked in. There we go. So you don't want to see that. And very easy for you to yank the seats like so. Just like that. And you can easily pull this guy back up when needed from the trunk like that. When you're done, there's the Velcro, attach it like that, keep it clean. What I just noticed is that there is no ISOFIX on the third row seat. There are, of course, ISOFIXes, 3 of them on the second row seat, so 1 on each of the seats for the second row seat, just like so. I'll go inside and see if I can find any car that is fired up. I definitely want to show you the infotainment system and rest of the car as well. I'm back inside, and I think this one is actually fired up in terms of the infotainment. Oh, I like that touch. Volkswagen right there. Oh, yes, yes. Finally, so there is the 10, the beige color. This is called Shetland Beige. Mix of leather and plastic here and there, just like all the other competitors are. But a good mix of the patterns, and the bolster is quite aggressive. It's got a lot of straight lines, so it's going to give you a good grip against your bolsters. The buttons, rest of it is where it needs to be. Lock, unlock, very self-explanatory and intuitive. There certainly is the blind spot alert right there, so I can't show it to you, but I will soon be test driving the vehicle, so I will operate it all and tell you. So you actually have dual AC vents like so. This is going to help me big time. Probably I'll have one facing towards my face and my hand, and this one probably lower it in order to cool my thigh and rest of the legs. Drop in the comment below and let me know if there is any other car that does that, but it's my first time seeing such. I don't think Touareg had that either. And other self-explanatory buttons here, and light operations. Once again, don't forget about the Harman Kardon premium sound system, and you can open and close the trunk using that lever right there. Luxurious kick plates and brake and accelerator paddles right there. Although it's all manual, you can control the telescopic here, up and down, push it in and out. Multi-way seat configuration, probably 2, 4, 6. So front, back, tilt it up and down, tilt it. So 2, 4, 6, and probably 7, 8 ways. And all the memory seats here. And the first row seats actually do get massage seat. The latest steering wheel that we have been seeing from other Volkswagen cars. So the R-Line badge in the steering wheel as well. I will show you more about that display and infotainment during the test drive. So that is 10.25 Digital Cockpit Pro, and right there is the cherry on top, which is 12-inch floating infotainment system. As far as the UI goes, I doubt that it's going to be different from the Touareg that I have recently test driven. So it's very self-explanatory. It's just like a smartphone or a tablet. It's all self-explanatory, and you can see it's very fast and responsive, which I think is a must. And the drop-down glove box right there, and ambient lighting found throughout the car. I'll show you more about the ambient lighting with the cars that are displayed at a darker place. And this is the destination of the piano black, the gloss finish, I guess. It's got the fingerprints, smudges everywhere. So this is probably the worst case you can probably think of. So think of it that way. It still does look nice with the black finish around it. And uncover it, cover it, just like so. 2 C-type charging ports. Start and very intuitive levers right here, and the armrest as well, which opens up 90 degrees like so. 1 more C-type charging ports inside, nothing underneath, so you can get creative with Atlas trunk like so. Just so much space everywhere. And oh yes, finally, this is the car. This is the 6-seater, the one with the captain seats. So nothing motorized, but it's the same thing as the one we saw with the bench seat. You can tilt it for an easy entry to the 3rd row, just like so. You want to pull this for that 90-degree fold, just like so. And everything is just so easy and readily accessible. All right, so let's get inside. The captain seats actually jump over to this side, like so. You actually have to press this and let it go. The armrest is going to lock at where you release it, just like so. I personally do always like light interiors and bright interiors over dark ones, but especially more so with this Atlas. They've done an amazing job with this beige color. And that wide panoramic sunroof as well. I also noticed that there is quite a bit of hump in the middle. So there already is the hump right here, but there's another one here. So it's more obvious and evident this way. This is what I meant. And that is the fuel economy of this car. 8.5 kilometers per liter mixed fuel, and 7.6 for the cities, and 10.1 for the highway. So let me show you what's under the hood. There is the 2.0 liter turbo engine underneath. It delivers 273 horsepower together with 37.7 kilogram force meters of torque. And look how low the engine is sitting. So all of this I will be able to feel and check it out during the test drive, which I will. And just look where the engine is sitting. It is sitting almost right above the wheel, just like so. I've never been disappointed with the driving pleasure that any of the Volkswagen cars deliver. I'm not biased. That statement is not limited to the Golf GTIs or R cars. Even the regular cars like these, they provide an awesome handling and driving pleasure and performance. So I have very high hopes, but I already know that the car will deliver. Don't forget about the sound absorbers right there, as well as the rubber finish in front of the vehicle. You may think this is not much. It actually blocks the air going in, flowing inside to the engine bay, so it keeps the engine bay clean, helps with the noise, the wind noise, you name it. There is definitely more than what meets the eye with this Volkswagen Atlas, so I will test it all out during the test drive, so meet me over there for that video. Some of the pros and cons compared to the Palisade is, so number one, seat configurations. Volkswagen Atlas actually offers 2 different seat choices, which are the 6-seater and the 7-seater. 6-seater composed of 2 plus 2 plus 2, and the 7-seater composed of 2 plus 3 plus 2. Whereas Hyundai Palisade offers 6-seater, same thing, 2 plus 2 plus 2, and the 7-seater, 2 plus 2 plus 3, and the 9-seater, which by the way is only limited to domestic market for the time being. That is composed of 3 plus 3 plus 3. I believe there was the ISOFIX for the third row seat on Hyundai Palisade as well, but I couldn't see one for Atlas. But the pro about the Atlas is that it's actually bigger than its bigger brother, Volkswagen Touareg. So it's over 5 meters long, more trunk capacity and space inside the cabin. Atlas actually provides 180 degrees complete flat seating configuration on second and third row seats. So there is no need for you to level the seats when you go out in camping, which is really big in Korea, also known as and called as chapak, which is sleeping inside your car or spending the time inside your car. And with all this, Atlas is actually slightly more expensive when you compare it to that of the gasoline model, and is also less expensive when you compare it to the Palisade hybrid model. One last thing, the biggest difference probably is going to be the fuel economy, but I will include that after my test drive or on the test drive video. Don't forget to subscribe and like CarSceneKorea if you did, and I'll see you in the next video.